Hello, everybody, and welcome to Seeker Week. You thought Guardian Week was good? Seeker Week is probably going to be in equal amounts of good because, you know, it's pretty much the same videos except for one small change. Excuse me, Russ. You're here because you're supposed to be good.
You were good till right now.
Like when I started talking, his voice hyped him up. If you don't know what this is we are the Arkham Yearbook Committee. We vote on the awards that are going to be given out to the people of the class of the Seeker Edition, and we are going to call one student like the worst student. We're like a ruthless yearbook committee, and we're here to like drop bombs.
Yeah, we're like most likely to end up a homeless addict or whatever in the yearbook.
Yeah, 100%. We do have, as we did previously, our patrons are here to break ties if the time comes, and as is tradition, if the patrons are tied, we will end the video then, as soon as that happens, because the universe is going to collapse in on itself, and that is the end of that. Russ, you just ate dinner.
You don't even like the food that's in there.
You won't.
Yeah.
Oh no, he'll eat them.
Yeah. I mean, he's a cat. Right?
Yeah. All right. So first up, we're going to start with the best book booster, otherwise known as the card that boosts your book. We have Dr. Milan Christopher and Magnifying Glass. Get used to these two. They're going to show up at least one or two more times. And then we also have Dream Diary, any version. What we did is we chose like 3 to 5, and then we had the patrons cut down to the top 3 here. And then we're all going to vote secretly with our our yearbook official Garrick sleeved 1, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not official yearbook rankings if it doesn't use Garrick brand sleeves.
Yes, 100%. No, no. All right. I'm sorry, buddy.
To prison.
Yeah, you got to go to jail.
No, it's this one. It's got to be this one.
Bam. Though. Any version.
Incorrect.
You know what? It only has the Shroud one there.
What?
It's the Shroud one on the picture.
All right, I have my vote
But
locked
it could
in.
be any of them.
I vote for number 1.
I vote for number 1.
Wow.
Really?
Yes. Magnifying Glass is really good, but I've played decks without Magnifying Glass.
Okay.
I've not played a lot of Secret decks without Dr. Milan.
So Magnifying Glass to me is the one that I'm like, can I get this effect in a different color?
Yes, that's
Like-
fair, yeah.
Yeah, we play that.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every deck. Right? Like, takes up a slot that doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Cost 1 is fast. Just like,
Slot
you're
matters.
good. You're good at the number. Well, you're doing the thing that cares about that number. So it's just like, better number.
Yeah.
Right? Like...
It is like hyper
Anyway,
efficient.
what I'm saying is that like one money and fast for +1 fight while I'm fighting.
Yeah, it would be huge.
That takes up like a necklace slot or an arcane slot or something dumb that I'm not.
Dude,
gonna
if they put it in
use.
the arcane slot,
Like
that would
holy
be
crap,
crazy.
I would use that every deck.
Yeah.
Every deck would play that.
Yeah.
If they made a guy who's like 4, I mean, so like poor comparison because blue is money starved.
Yeah.
But like
After
if
you
it's green,
successfully attack, gain
Yeah.
1
so like
resource.
a green ally who's like 4 +1 foot. I mean, like also there isn't a +1 foot ally in level 0.
Yeah.
But like you get 1 money after successfully evading.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make the cut every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But like a slot I don't care about.
For me,
+1 foot while I'm evading, that's in the deck every time unless I'm not trying to evade guys.
I like the Dream Diaries. I think they're fun book boosters, but they're not in my contention here.
Only book boost 1 time a turn.
The reason why I chose Dr. Milan over Magnifying Glass, it just came to the fact that, like, if you ever do a book test that's not investigating, he wins out on that one. Because to me, it's like these two are easy, like, 1 and 1.1.
Are you suggesting that there's book tests that matter that aren't book v Shroud?
Only in Innsmouth. Pretty much only in Innsmouth.
I mean, like also in the one we're gonna do later today,
That is true, yes. Yeah.
but not for you guys.
No.
Not for
No,
you.
for
I think
for
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you guys, it'll be on Saturday. Yeah.
Wow. I'm not
YouTube
gonna be here
time.
Saturday.
No, but YouTube
Yeah,
will be.
that's-
YouTube Travis will be. Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
All right, we're going to move on to the best clue compression. We have deduction, just good old deduction.
Did we pick these ones?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we had 4, and then these were the top 3.
Oh, okay.
We have Archaic Glyphs, the Guiding Stones, and Fingerprint Kit. So these are the best clue compression nominees. And I got mine. I'm voting for deduction.
Wow.
Clean sweep.
Yeah, like the other ones do more, but Fingerprint Kit can get discarded. Archaic Glyphs is an absurdly powerful card, but you do have to jump through hoops to get there, and Deduction just is.
Yeah.
Yep.
deduction, like dark side, is.
Yeah. There's also a lot of ways to like get value out of deduction that's more than just deduction, as we're going to see multiple times later in the yearbook as well. Cards just like good clue compression.
Yeah, I mean, having the opportunity cost of like don't like play the game and change nothing.
Yes.
Is like kind of a huge deal to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. All reliable. We got Dr. Milan, magnifying glass, and shortcut. So shortcut is the first time we're seeing this one here today. Just fast. Choose an investigator. Move that investigator.
It's fair.
Yeah, we can't have Dr. Milan Christopher be two things in the yearbook. Then, like, the parents will be like, why is my kid
not in this
and we're
thing.
Like,
Yeah.
Because your kid's shit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, the reason why, for this one, why it got the win is because I'm usually, like, I'm happy to draw Dr. Milan, but I'm usually, like, whenever I draw magnifying glass, I usually always audibly say, oh, let's go. Because, like, you just immediately then play it, and you're, like, start getting value, and you, like, you got your, during upkeep, you already have the money to play it. Yeah.
See, I find often when I draw magnifying glass, I'm always, not always, but, like, often I'm already passing tests by enough, or I'm, like, if I'm drawing it later in the scenario, where I'm like, damn, my hands are full already. Like, I guess this will just live here.
Yeah, and I guess also for me, I usually actually only have magnifying glass for my hand slots, Phil, still.
I often play other things in my hand slots.
Yeah, so for me, it's not Dr. Milan because he is not as old of a reliable for us as magnifying glass.
That is true. Magnifying glass is the oldest reliable.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, 100%. We used to
think that Dr. Milan was not very good.
We're going to talk about that on Sunday because we actually
Okay.
we can defend past us. I think we have the context. No, I think we do.
I don't think so.
The big point from Dr. Milan for me over magnifying glass is like I've definitely played Seeker decks without magnifying glass, but when I build a Seeker deck, I'm like, Dr. Milan is my ally until I have a reason for it not to be.
Totally fair. Yeah. All right, let's go on to our next one here, which is the worst card in the Seeker class. We have Expose Weakness 1, a card so bad, in the fill-out form, I put it as Expose Weakness 0. We have Unearth the Ancients and Hyper Awareness, level 0 or 2 here, but I put the level 2 version because we said it generally felt a little bit weaker. Three-way tie. So we split it. So Bryn did Expose Weakness, I did Unearth, you did Hyper Awareness.
Yeah.
So let's see what the patrons split it as. With 45% of the vote, Expose Weakness 0, which is not a card, so we technically know.
Disqualified.
You silly patrons, that's not a card. All right. Expose Weakness. Yeah, I think that's... I mean, honestly, none of these cards really excite me, so I wasn't too...
I get like a little bit excited thinking about Exposed Weakness as support for a shotgun deck, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Unearth the Ancients is better for me than Hyper Awareness because it commits for 2 book the same way Hyper Awareness does. Hyper Awareness also commits for 2 foot, but I have to pay 2 resources to put Hyper Awareness in my deck. And also, I have to put, like, I can start the campaign with Unearth in my deck, and I take it out later, and that feels good. But to put Hyper Awareness in my deck, it has to not be in my deck, and I have to put it in, and that feels bad.
Yeah. No, that's I can't argue with that
bad.
logic.
So, like, these zero-costed ones, I think, like, I never play unless I'm also playing Shaving in a Suit.
Yeah.
Or something weird like that.
Or, like, if you're, like, doing Down the Rabbit Hole, and you can just, like, do it passively for free over time.
Or, like, possibly the red one in Yorick. So I can, like, pitch it and then play it out of my discard for free or whatever, right? Like, I can throw it away as the skill card and also get the front half of the card, too.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something else going on.
Yeah, no, like, thank God these ones are impossible to get, so people don't accidentally play them.
Yes. Yep. All right, let's move on to our next one here, which is the best ally. Dr. Milan Christopher is here for a 3rd time, and he is joined by Janae Beauregard, who gives you book and foot. And you also can, after you can move enemies around, and also Jeremiah Kirby, who gives you book, and also the choose an even or odd, draw, reveal 5.
Is this as printed?
Yeah, all as printed. I actually thought about this one today. I was like, when I was doing this, I was like, what am I going to vote for? And then, yeah, it's got to be Janae.
Yeah, I voted for Janae because she's green and I'm racist.
Yeah. For anyone that isn't green, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You saw Rogue Symbol and you were like,
let's go.
Rogue Week.
No, I think she like just obviates like a fundamental aspect of the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
enemy.
Duckmon's extremely efficient, but Janae just like makes the game not matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether it be like moving a clue off of a location or just like sending an enemy somewhere else, enemy control that's like not taking a test or killing them is incredibly powerful.
Yeah, like not to say that the other two aren't good,
They are good,
because like they are.
but she's
They're both like they're all tabooed,
yeah.
or rather
They-
chained.
They actually all are. Yeah, they all are. Yeah, they're all on the taboo list. All three of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Good job, Seekers.
Well done.
Yeah. Seekers and Rogues. They do gross things together.
Ironically, 2 of these are because of green cards.
Yeah. Well, green cards are they're
Like partners in crime.
They are. They really are. All right, up next we got Most Improved. We got Practice Makes Perfect, an event that, you get a search top 9 for a practice skill like Deduction, and then you get to play it twice if you pass the test. Laboratory Assistant, increases your hand size and draws cards, who's all the way back from Dunwich. And then we have Quick Study, which is here to represent kind of just like the whole clue drop package, which improved by getting support for the clue drop package. Yeah.
Cards for it.
It's a tough one.
Yes.
Brittany, you scanning for a rogue symbol first?
Yeah, just like I'm colorblind, so.
There's like some green in the back art of the laboratory assistant.
Oh,
There is.
man, you're right.
There's a foot icon in Quick Study.
That's true. There is.
I'm voting for Practice Makes Perfect. Another 3-way split.
Not because there's green in the background of laboratory assistant, but like actually, yeah, right. Like there was never a point I would consider this ally until fairly recently.
Yeah, I think for me, Practice Makes Perfect, just as practice skills get printed, is just going to keep improving. And it's just like, I think it was good before, but it's just the more diverse choices you have, the more it's improving.
Quick Study, like, it was pretty unplayable, and it's good.
Yeah.
In a deck now, so that's pretty good.
All right. Most Improved, they're giving it to Practice Makes Perfect with 48.9% of the vote.
You guys are
Fair
heroes. I wanted to vote for Practice Makes Perfect, but I'm like, Practice Make Perfect came out like Vicious Blow and Deduction and Perception. That was all
Most of the stuff
yeah.
you're still playing with. Yeah, no, it's true.
The cards I put that came out first.
All right. Let's keep this going. The yearbook committee has a meeting after lunch, after the break, so we got to, keep on this. So we're going to move on to our next one here, which is the Most Outclassed card, a card that has just been, as it says, outclassed. Their cards are better. We got Working a Hunch, which is a fast draw, get a clue, and Preposterous Sketches, which is draw 3 cards, and then we have Deciphered Reality, which is the Super 5 experience card from Dunwich. I am voting.
Yeah.
Number 2, 3-way sweep for Preposterous Sketches.
Yeah, I think Working a Hunch hasn't really changed, like at all.
It's gotten a little bit worse, I think. It's like the fact that it commits for 2 books is not as good as it once was, because there's lots of other things to do. And
Yeah, I mean, like you got more clue compression options, but like this card still kind of just does the same thing it ever did.
Yeah.
no, it's still good. It's just like a little bit worse.
Yeah, to me, Preposterous Sketches is easy because there's a card that literally outclasses it. That's called a Deep Knowledge, right? Like, it literally, like...
Yeah, at level 0, yeah.
Yeah.
This card was like kind of playable initially.
Yeah.
And I did play a fair bit, mostly because there weren't other options for card draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Deciphered Reality just has such a high ceiling.
Yeah. For me, like, when Deciphered Reality fits on here, it's because, like, I feel like just 5 experience gets you more in Seeker than it back then.
Gets
like,
you more in any other, anywhere.
Yeah.
It is also like similar to Testing Sprint.
Yes, it is very similar to Testing Sprint, yeah. Which, if you don't know, is a level 0 card that just came out in Hemlock. All right. We're blurring through this one because Seeker honestly is... It's pretty easy to vote for it. It's pretty easy.
A couple thinkers.
Next up, we got the Most Seeker card. The card that fits... I know what Bryn put it for. This is the card that is just like most kind of personifies what the Seeker class is. We have the Prophesy Profana, which is just if you're not at the locus, you get plus book and foot. Of course. You also may ignore attacks of opportunity. Of course. After end of play, you get to choose a relocation at the locus, and you can move any investigator to the locus.
Anyone from anywhere.
Necronomicon, 3 cost 5 experience. It comes with 6 secrets, and you can spend these secrets to do anything. And then we have Practice Makes Perfect, which I think just is here to kind of represent just like that pure value that Seeker is able to get, like over a lot of other classes. Yeah, and it gets you a lot of clues. All right, well, you guys snapped on this. I'm not voting for you. No, sorry, I'm not voting for you. I think it's going to be...
I know what you voted for, and I think I know why as well.
Yeah, I also think I know what it is and why. But I want you to start. I want you to start.
So, like, why don't you guys explain what I've picked and my thought process? Because you both know.
Yeah.
Do you want to go
it's number 1, right? It's Prophesy Profana.
I mean, yes.
And it's because it kind of just exemplifies Seeker pushing boundaries that other classes like Rogue, this would have to be 10 experience to get the same thing for.
Yeah, also Brendan complained about it endlessly when it first came out.
Yeah.
I still would if either of you played it.
Let's go! I mean, it's kind of wild that it gives you a foot, too. Like, I understand that Seekers are secondary, actually, they're, like, not even secondary. Survivor, in theory, is the secondary foot class, right?
No, Seeker is primary at everything.
Seeker gets a little bit of foot.
No, they do.
It's from their investigators, but yeah.
But it's like this, if this just had book, like, it would probably... It came with Monterey Jack, right?
If it had book, it would be the same card.
Exactly, right? Like, it's just like it having the
If it
Seeker...
didn't give you plus book or foot, it would still be, like, kind of broken for 5 XP.
That'd be very good.
Yeah. Let's just
still should probably cost 8 or 10.
Yeah.
So...
just so you don't feel bad when you get rid of your magnifying glass for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Oh.
What'd you vote for?
Necronomicon.
Yeah. Dude, it has 5 books on it.
It has 5 books on it. The Profana was my number 2 because it does fit that, like, what I think of Seeker when I'm like, oh, the high end of Seeker is, like, broken. Like, I understand there's a lot of people who talk about, like, the Myconids, and I think the Myconids are incredibly powerful cards, but they're not as, like, crazy over the top of, like, a design as this the Profana is.
Yeah, the Myconids, you still have to, like, pass tests and, like, spend actions.
Which is easy to do, right?
But you don't have to do that with the Prophesy or the Necronomicon. Necronomicon especially really is, like...
So the Prophesy Profana, if we count Wild as books, has, like, 7 books on it.
Yeah. It's true.
It's fair.
The Necronomicon is just, like, also kind of personifies that Seeker can do everything.
And better.
Yeah. And, like, also, like, you can, like, it's that kind of thing where it also fits into that thing of the Seeker class where they're tabooing rogue cards, right? Because of Sleight of Hand, you know, and, like, the kind of stuff you can do with this.
Sleight of Hand was tabooed before this, but they got another one.
They got another one, yeah. Necronomicon.
Sarah's second taboo is hit a green event.
That's a really funny, that's a good one.
I wonder if they, like, actively think about that before they print assets yet.
I'd wager...
It's like, is this broken with Slave Hand? Is that something they ask themselves before printing them?
No, they're just like, it's cool. We'll just taboo Sleight of Hand so it doesn't work with this anymore.
Yeah. Just ship it.
The only thing that it needs to continue to work with is Lupara. So
Yeah.
It, like, always has to work with this
from
card.
your hands in the play.
Yeah.
Notably, Necronomicon, you will be seeing that later this week. It's not Seeker Week unless we're showcasing Necronomicon, which is good because it's the most Seeker card. So look forward to that later in the week. All right. Next up, we have the least Seeker card. This is the card that fits least with the Seeker class. We have Anatomical Diagrams. Enemy management in the event style is a thing in the Seeker class, but it's still kind of like a card. This card kind of is like the outlier. We have the Citic Ichor. That's just a gun. It's just a gun.
No, it's science, Justin.
And then we also have Charles Ross Esquire, who is like this weird Seeker support that cares about items. Oh, you got that.
I would like to start a petition to rename Strange Solution Acidic Ichor to Viscous Blow.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Because
that's
what it is.
It's 3. It's 3? It's not the gun?
No.
Yeah, so, like, that's just yellow. Yellow does whatever you do, but better.
To me, that fits enough in, like, with the Necronomicon dialogue of just like, it's Seeker.
This guy's fucking red. There's a red card. He lets you pay for other people's things. Blue, maybe.
Yeah, red or green. because if this guy could
green,
be
you
playing
don't
him.
pay for other people's things. You pay for your things, and it's cool.
I would agree, but Bob does upgrade into green, so that's why I look at that.
Though.
Bob
But he
is
is a survivor.
but he's gonna get least survivor on.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna vote for him
I don't
probably.
know.
Yeah. Just so you know, in like 3 months, in 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's just here like, what if you paid less money for your Necronomicon? I don't need to pay less money. I'm
Yeah.
already winning.
Yeah. And
Why
also,
aren't you a library?
Yeah, why aren't you
Like the docent, yeah, the
literally
docent,
anyone
yeah.
else?
and like to me
Why are
also
you
like
not
this guy hasn't
Miskatonic?
Yeah.
hasn't gotten like any other
He's not a
like
student or a teacher.
support
Whatever, yeah.
to fit the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really. That's fair. That's a little bit odd.
I know, he also-
he is. He's like, what even?
And he says, well, he signed our yearbook. He says, I don't know who you are, because he's never seen us. We've never seen him.
It is really weird. So this was like part of a cycle from the Path to Carcosa, right? And the other ones don't help other people.
Yeah, because it's Dario, Madame,
And 2 more, yep.
and 2 more. Who are they?
Bad?
Yeah, probably. We can't remember them.
No.
Yeah, we remember Dario, but that's just because of Bryn.
That was like,
No, Brady's gonna 14 resources.
It's like
So
pretty
much
bad,
fun.
but, like-
he's okay if you want that for a good reason.
Yeah.
he is
Not
like,
his reason.
he's playable as far as level 0 rogue allies go.
He's I think he's actually pretty okay if you're playing like the big money deck already. This is not Rogue Week, but if you have a stylish code, he's just like a free
Yeah, you
emergency
cash, yeah.
cash every turn.
Yeah, that's pretty
Seeker's taking enough from rogue. You guys can have a little bit.
good. Yeah. All right. Moving on now, we got the best mechanic. We have the unidentified in research, mechanic that is actually only in the Seeker class. We have skill improvement in kind of the things that's like practice makes perfect, Grizzly Totem 3. And then we also have card selection, which is just not really a mechanic, but it's something they do very
How
well.
do I vote for Daniela Reyes with
This one, yeah.
versatile?
You flip over your card and it's Daniela.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I did not come prepared.
He didn't. You said best, which means strongest.
It's true. True.
No, he said best, which means fun.
I mean, the actual answer is like card selection makes every other mechanic tick.
It's true.
If you don't get to identify your stuff, it doesn't do anything. But card selection makes sure you do. Make sure you get to.
That's fair.
So
I voted unidentified because it's like the Seeker like mechanic, and it's cool.
I do like unidentified a lot.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's very
it's
cool.
like definitely
Make
my
more.
favorite one.
Give me more.
Even if sometimes they're like, "Hey, you want to put an acidic Iker in your deck?" and I'm like,
Okay.
"Look at me, I'm the goon now."
Yeah, but you can like show me that you can just spin the wheel, Bryn.
It's true. It is
I
fun
mean,
to
that is
spin the
that is
wheel.
mostly what I do these
Yeah.
days. Where I'm like, I'm buying one upgraded one.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know what I
pay
am.
for
I don't
that.
know what I am yet, but we'll find
But
out.
like, I'll just have some. I'll play with whatever they give me
Yeah.
because it's unidentified. How would I know what it is right now?
Exactly. All right, now we have best archetype, which we have Secret Synergy, Science, the Succeed by X, and Clue Drop. Secret Synergy uses the secrets to pay off and also just like kind of loop secrets endlessly. Science and Succeed by X is the new mechanic that came in Hemlock Vale, shown here by Chemistry Set as, my most played card of the archetype. And then we have Research Notes, which is the new big probably payoff to Clue Drop.
Yeah, I think that card is like vaguely degenerate. Well, 2 of these cards are vaguely degenerate.
Yeah, chemistry says kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Probably like too experienced or something. Bring in line with those glasses. I hate Secret Synergy.
I think it's
So they're using a limiting mechanic for your cards and you just give them more and it's like, what's the point?
yeah, right. Like you just get to do it for free, so who cares?
Yeah, for this
but
one,
I think
for
this
me.
one's strongest.
Yeah.
I voted for the cool one this
Like,
time.
it's really funny. We did just kind of switch from the last one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing I like about Secret Synergy is less the adding more secrets on, but like being able to exploit secrets that refresh naturally, right? Like, I really like the Eldritch Sophist with the Pendant of the Queen and like the Red Clock combo that Trish can do because she's awesome.
Card
But I do agree, like, it's a little bit like having a thing be a limiting factor like that becomes a resource is always a little bit spooky.
For Secret Synergy, if you hadn't used Ariadne's twice, that's a card.
The reason is because I was like, what's that one of the girl reading the book? What's truth from fiction? I couldn't remember at the time. I was like, frick, I'll just use Ariadne's twine. Yeah.
No, I voted for Clue Drop because I think they actually did a pretty decent job of. I think it was quite difficult to balance like the downside of putting clues down, since that's how you primarily progress the game with like actually getting a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they did a not perfect, but like a good job even of balancing that, and it's neat. There's like cool tension in it.
Yeah, definitely.
The science is just kind of like spinning the wheel.
Yeah, and so I mean, like,
cool,
if they continue to support it, it could like if it gets like a few more
cards.
pieces, yeah.
I can see that.
Sweet.
Yeah, the only part I don't like about the Succeed by X is like telling me I actually got to do math now.
Yeah.
I can't just be like, well, I had +5 and this is less than that.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like you guys can't have it. That's our mechanic.
Yeah.
No, our mechanic is succeed by whatever the fuck you want, but like at least 2.
Yeah.
Oh, at least 2.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, this mechanic is like
Not that number. Yeah, that's
exactly.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. You succeeded by 3, fuck you. Get out of my game. Or do 1 damage to a guy if you
Playing bad cards in your deck.
are playing bad
What are you talking about? Dr. Charles West III is incredibly bad. Okay, next we got Best Silver Bullet. This is the card that you can use to kill a werewolf. That's like something that's like you're not sure, but suddenly, oh my god, that's a werewolf. How do I solve this problem? And this is the card that does it.
I mean, Silver Bullets, like, stop most things.
It's true.
Not just werewolves.
It is true, but in this one, it's just werewolves.
Oh, okay.
We got Logical Reasoning here, which is just some huge burst horror healing. Mind Over Matter, which is big skill boost, and then Shortcut, which is just a way for people to move quickly.
I'm only using this card.
We're just like leftmost. Travis, you can go first.
Mind Over Matter is really good for when you don't trust your monster fighters to kill the monsters and you need a way out. It's very good for that. It costs 2 experience, relatively cheap. You can probably fit that into your build. It costs 1 resource, which is nothing. It doesn't cost you an action, and it replaces itself as a card, and effectively gives you +4, +5 to your fist and foot for the turn.
Yeah.
That's probably enough to fix whatever problem you're having monster-wise.
100%.
To bail you out of it.
Yeah, and it also replaces itself.
Yes.
Which is really nice. For me, Logical Reasoning got the vote because I've actually seen it like save the table, which is kind of like hard for me to like. Yeah, like it's just like, and it's like huge. Like suddenly your rogue's like, oh no, I'm frozen in fear, and you as the Seeker just gonna slide in and be like, worry not. Also take 4 extra horror healing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, it does, there's so many scenarios that Logical Reasoning just neuters.
Yep.
But not every scenario, because not every scenario is going to try to kill you with brain damage.
Sometimes it's fish people and you take lots of heart
Yeah.
damage.
Sometimes it's the other one. Sometimes it's the other one.
All right, next up we got the best Necronomicon. Whoa, we have the John D translation, Daisy's Weakness from the core set, the Necronomicon, which we've seen before, but also the John D translation, the advanced version. So we have John D, the Petrus of Dacia. I didn't include the one from Dunwich because I didn't want to spoil people, but there is a spoiler in Dunwich in this video, which is that there's a Necronomicon in it. So just so you know, I don't want to spoil you, but
here you go.
Here you go.
Which one is that?
Do you know?
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
How funny is this going to be when this is the one that we all vote for something different and it's tied?
Yeah, and this is when we end it. Yeah.
Video.
You know what? I'm gonna random this one.
Okay.
No, I'm not. It's still this one.
Dude, it's so fucking cool.
No, the advanced one is sick as hell.
Cool,
it is fun. Yeah.
This one's the best one because it's gone through less translations, so it's not as fucked up and incomplete as the John D translation is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so like the John D translation is fun because he doesn't actually speak Latin or understand it.
Yeah.
It's just like writing shit down.
Yeah. He just wrote. It's just a fan fiction.
You just like look at the pictures and writing stuff down about those.
It's like,
wow, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Check out this guy. There's something blowing out of his head.
Daisy's never opened it. She just kid writes, I can't read it. It'll melt my mind.
All right. Going on to now the most fun card. We have Practice Makes Perfect, which we've seen a few times on this list. The Grey's Anatomy just allows you to just like super boost healing or damage dealing.
Boost.
And then we have we have the Eye of Truth, which is a 5 experience skill that essentially just kills a treachery, and it's also practiced, which works
forever. And also all the other treacheries that have the same name.
Yes, yeah.
Eye of Truth is also racist.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys all look like this. That means you're all frozen in fear.
Yeah, you can see really good. He's got 4 eyes, even though it's only one of them. I was saving this one.
I respect it, though. You only want to vote for one of them.
I like this one because you can play the Eye of Truth twice.
Yeah, that's true. But you only get a trigger at once.
That's okay. You can get +4 to a booking test.
That is true.
Yeah, I voted for the Eye of Truth because the game's a whole lot more fun once you get that wave of relief of like, oh, I don't have to worry about grasping hands anymore. It's just gone.
And if you ever get it on like one of the few treacheries that's like test multiple skills, you're like, get fricked.
Yeah, or one of the ones that's like, if you fail, put this aside, and when there's 3, get fucked. You're like, cool, there's never going to be 3, and nobody's going to fail again, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think we have 2 categories left. The one everyone has come to see. The best Seeker Investigator. We got...
One of these is a fucking joke.
We have Rex Murphy, Amanda Sharp, and Harvey Walters. Rex Murphy, if you succeed by 2 or more investigating, gain a clue. He has been tabooed / misprinted to like...
Is that the one we're rating?
No, it's just just Rex. Whenever you think of Rex, that's what it is. To only do it once per turn. Amanda Sharp she just basically gets to just play a bunch of skills underneath her, commit 1 skill 3 times or for every action she takes during her turn. And then Harvey Walters is just turns card into more card.
100% more card per card. Assuming you were drawing exactly 1.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for me, the reason Rex outclasses Amanda does have like a little more flexibility in what she can do. But like the ceiling for untabooed Rex is to the fucking moon, and the floor is like not far enough away for you to fit between them. Like you can't play him bad. You can definitely play Amanda poorly.
Yes.
And have a bad time, but Rex, I investigate.
Again.
Yeah. I do it again, make the number big, I get 2 clue.
Yeah, it's very true for Amanda. Like, if you're able to pilot her, you can do whatever you want, right? Like, you can just, like, put it together and make it work. And, like, Harvey Walters, I think, is also good. Like, more card is just, like, good, right? Like, it's just, like, he's very Seeker for that, and just, like, card draw wins card games. But...
Harvey Walters, like, his power levels also depend on the cards in your deck and on your teammates' decks as well. Amanda also is like a little bit more dependent on what's in your deck. You have to build your deck well. Right?
Yes,
but Rex, you can actually just stuff book symbols into.
Yeah, and to me, like every time I play, because there's a lot of people out there who are like Rex isn't as good as people say, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go test that. Then I play Rex, and I'm like, wait a minute, no. I've won like 5 turns earlier than I would with another good efficient deck just because of a free deduction each turn, and that's playing him with tabooed. Untabooed, it's insane, right?
Free deductions.
And like everything else you do
Minimum.
is like a quest to be Rex Murphy, right? Like that, just that extra clue each turn. It's kind of like the rate of what a clue getter wants to get.
The peak Seeker form.
Yeah.
You may not like it, but this is what it looks like.
That's true.
I like it. That mustache.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Amanda Sharp being the second one, like number 2. That's a great joke. Because she's useless.
I thought you were gonna say because it's just another 2.
Yeah, there's just another 2 she's got. You can get this 2 though.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Man, it's gonna be so fucked when just one. Eventually, you just like flip the script and you're like, Amanda's the strongest investigator in the game.
He's gonna like roll it for some random challenge. He's gonna be like, holy shit.
Well, not even like, he just like doesn't even play her. He just suddenly he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never said she sucked. He just starts like gaslighting us.
Look, the union rep said I can't do that. Will not work.
Yes. All right, and now to close out our yearbook video and start the rest of Seeker Week, we have the worst Seeker Investigator featuring Kate Winthrop, Ursula Downs, and Norman Withers. Notably, a lot of patrons were upset that a lot of people were upset that Joe Diamond wasn't here. And to that, I say he's got 2 guns.
Yeah,
He does have 2
yeah,
guns.
he actually came to school with the guns. It's a
How
whole
many guns
thing.
do these people have? Like, Kate might have 1. Depends what's in that vial.
Technically, each of them
Yeah.
have acidic ichor except for...
Only Kate has it.
Can Ursula?
It's like-
Oh, in the actual
Yeah.
IC.
Yeah,
Oh,
can you
yeah.
imagine if Ursula couldn't play it?
That would be... I was just about to say, wait,
Would
she
be
can only
so-
play Seeker 03.
Yeah.
I gotta change my vote.
Wait a minute.
I'm voting for Normie.
Yeah, is this guy? He just
voice
shows up and he's like,
Yeah.
I book V Shroud, and then you're like, yeah, great. Like this would be so much better if I could play like cards that aren't events, but I can't. So
I think he's a better Seeker because even if you don't play purple cards,
he does
still
have 5 books.
gets clues very good with, yeah, he has 5 book. That's more than their 4.
It's true. It's true.
And then he can play the Edge of the Earth spell. That's a Seeker card.
It is, yeah. Divination, yeah.
And besides that, Ursula, she crawls around the dirt now like that. She probably smells bad.
I voted for Norman because he's a mystic in my mind, so I have to go with the meme. I have to do it on every one of these, except for maybe Mystic. I might vote for Jim. Because I think Lily's really good.
Lily is like kind of good.
Yeah.
Turns out choose your own adventure. The investigator is like
Lily is incredibly strong if you only play purple cards.
It's true.
You get to roll up with your, like, I mean, you get to have Enchant Blade, but you just roll up with your Cyclopean Havage, and you're like, bonk.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
That's it.
I do also love there, the last time we talked about Norman Withers, a lot of people in the comments were like, does Bryn know you can include more than just events in Norman Withers? And
No,
I'm
you
like,
can't.
you gotta actually,
you
there's...
actually have to take event only weaknesses too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta go to the PBG Wikia because there's a bunch of backstory you're missing there. Yeah.
I do appreciate you use the book promo Norman Withers because, like, the signatures for that are so bad.
Well, I would love to, like, say I did it on purpose, but it's just because
this is
I'm...
the one you had.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
too lazy to...
You know?
Yeah.
I think the only time that I've ever used my book promo Norman Withers was to replace my miniature investigator card because I was playing Trish, but I was Norman Withers.
You were Norman Withers, yeah.
Yeah. That was a really
Which was
good...
like,
That was a good run. That was good.
it was
Yeah.
It was like far from
It's
our
good.
worst moment, I think.
Yeah.
That
So
whole
far.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. That's it. That's the end of our yearbook video. But this is just the start of Seeker Week. We have 6 more videos coming your way. A custom investigator deck list. We have a video focusing on the unseen side of the Seeker class. We have list video of what we want on the wish. What we want, our random deck build, which may feature Necronomicon, and then we're closing it out with the history of the Seeker class, which we're gonna try to not go on a rant tangent. I think we did pretty good today because that video's gonna be long enough. No, man, I was talking to
Okay.
because then Bryn's gonna say something. I'm gonna start following up on it. You know. But yeah, so that's going to be an exciting Seeker Week. I hope you are all looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your support on Guardian Week, and I hope you enjoy Seeker Week just as much. Huge thank you to all our patrons for supporting the channel. If you would like to go above and beyond, you can find a link in the video description. Otherwise, see you for the next video.